Why Nigeria will suffer more than Italy due to Covid-19. News broke in Nigeria that the coronavirus had made its way into the busiest state in the country, Lagos, in March 2020. Prior to this news, the world has been battling with the deadly pandemic from China, Wuhan, to the US, UK, Italy, and Spain. Nations were strongly advised to shut their borders to curtail the pandemic. While some adhered to the warnings, many other countries ignored, almost believing that the disease is exclusive to a part of the world. Nigeria inclusive, Italy today has the highest Covid-19 cases with over 10,000 deaths. This is due to the negligence and slow response to tackle the spread, and they have unconsciously spread the virus to other careless countries, Nigeria being one of them. Following the announcement that an Italian man flew into the country and came in contact with over 5 people, the Nigerian Center for Disease Control (NCDC) have been tracing everybody who had come in contact with someone who had been in contact with the Italian. But to what end if the nation already suffers a bigger pandemic than Covid-19? 1. The country's ill health care system. Imagine nations without proper and effective healthcare system are presently overwhelmed by the pandemic. Talk less of the Nigerian whose healthcare system is in shambles with inadequate medical equipment, half-baked doctors, and sickening environment as hospitals. Only few states can boast of a fair medical facility. Lagos being the lead, the Lagos state government is doing very best to end the spread of the virus in the state. But only so much can be done when the NCDC is slow to respond to emergency calls and ventilators are not enough if this becomes a pandemic in the state. Bear in mind that the virus has spread to other states such as Abuja, Edo, Osun, Akwa Ibom, Ogun. If the virus should penetrate the northern Nigeria, then the whole nation will have a major crisis to deal with. 2. Unpreparedness of the government. The coronavirus broke out in 2019, and knowing its means of transmission, it was only wise for a country such as Nigeria, who still is dealing with Lassa fever, to shut its borders, restrict international travels, and save the people. However, the virus was ignored until it was too late. The government lacks foresight, and this is why we are in this current situation, with over 200 confirmed cases of coronavirus and 4 deaths. A reasonable government would have, as at 2019, diverted funds into the healthcare system and made sure every penny yields results. Equipment should have been bought, ICUs should have been built in every state, and the media should have been actively utilized to educate the people on the current pandemic. Unfortunately, the Nigerian government is far from responsible. 3. The ignorance in the country. Not one infrastructure is 60% perfect in Nigeria, including the educational sector. A massive majority of Nigerians are uneducated and therefore sometimes do not understand the trivialities of a situation until it directly happens to them or someone they know. Many Nigerians still strongly believe that there is no coronavirus in the country and it's all a scam by the government. You find the common man around large groups and gatherings, having physical contact with their friends and colleagues. Social distancing sounds like a joke to them. 4. Poverty. The gap between the rich and the poor is very eminent in this part of the world, with over 30% people living below a dollar bill. As of last week, the government enforced the lockdown nationwide as the cases kept rising. The people have no issues with practicing social distancing, but how will their next daily bread be assured? Fancy the motor tricycle rider in your area with a wife and 4 kids who are solely dependent on him, and his only source of income is his tricycle. How would he survive the next 2 weeks without going out to hustle? The worry is not dying by the virus, it is dying of hunger. If there are no provisions to support the people with money or foodstuff pending when the nation comes out of this calamity. 5. Self-medication. With news spreading daily of various medications that can tackle the coronavirus, trust Nigerians to quickly stock up and save themselves first. As the last 2 weeks, some people were allegedly reported dead from chloroquine overdose. Chloroquine being one of the drugs allegedly confirmed to cure the virus. It is important that pharmacists desist from selling unprescribed drugs to people, especially in a time where panic and fear is in the order of the day. The best that can be done in a time where the world is at standstill is to adhere and stay at home, avoid physical contact, and practice social distancing. Wash your hands thoroughly as frequently as possible and eat healthy foods such as vegetables, fruits, and whole foods to boost your immune system. Together alone, we can beat the virus and end the pandemic in Nigeria. If you suspect you have symptoms of the virus, such as dry cough, difficulty in breathing, constant headaches, and high fever, do call the emergency line and self-isolate. Stay safe and stay home. Geduld TV.